Hello, everyone. Everyone, welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. From the gun on third down, Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Play action. Now Jackson flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch him flat-footed and get a big play.
And now running right through it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll get it up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. For the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. This is caught by Antonio Brown. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Mario Edwards continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Lucky 56.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mario Edwards in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Flushed out right, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now, before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Detroit!
Jackson now, off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on second down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Hyde. And Hyde is going to need somewhere to hide. He's tackled in the end zone for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Automatic first down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So we come upon halftime here. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken at his 4. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him
Automatic
back.
first down.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
58.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt. About it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down, here's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low. From the gun, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now Fournette. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Again, it's Fournette. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pick.
Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cortland Sutton from 17 yards out. And the Saints add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, You use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Here's Jackson, flush to his right. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Over here. 319. 319 on it.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw is Jackson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up.
And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lamar Jackson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He dumps it to Hyde. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, Rodgers. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a third down. Now Rodgers. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Anthony coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for the Saints. 42 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Jackson now. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Sopranos Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna. I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie